Hey guys, Will from Royal Canadian Reptiles, and we're back with another weekly vlog. This week again on our Instagram page, we asked you guys pick the topic. So, we were asked the question, and we're gonna get right into it. So this week we're asked the question by Elevated Exotics. They wanted us to talk about the ugly truth about the hobby. Sometimes projects don't work out the way you want. If they did, would it be much fun? I think it's really what keeps us motivated and keeps us pushing forward is the fact that you breed to try and hit specific combos, and you have a idea in your head of what it's going to look like, and sometimes that idea is totally off of what it looks like, and sometimes it can be disappointing. So, for example, I would think that the first person, I'm not sure who it was, that bred spider into pied, and then made spider het pieds, and then bred them back into a pied, and made a toupee on a pied, or butter pieds, let's say, that made a solid white pied. That may have been a bit of a disappointing outcome. You would think, looking at those two snakes, that a butter pied or a lesser pied would be, the lesser pattern and color on the back of a pied. And it didn't work out like that. So, but I think that's what keeps everybody excited and pushing forwards. Again, there are times where, oh man, when it doesn't work out the way you want. Wow. Just trying to hit on specific projects, it doesn't work out the way you want. Let me tell you that as soon as you start to do these double hets to double het pairings, oh man, you could go 3 or 4 years without hitting them. It's happened to us, but when you do hit them, it makes all of that worth it. Do I wish I hit it the first year? Absolutely I do. But good things come to those who wait, right? So I think that's really the ugly side of the business. It's not necessarily what I consider ugly. I consider it a test of patience. If you don't have patience in this, it's completely the wrong thing for you. You need something to keep you excited, but you also need to be very patient. Projects that you think are going to happen, take a little longer. The females, what if they slug out? The, eggs go bad, or they're infertile, or the female just doesn't produce for you. Those things are frustrating, but they are going to happen. No matter what, as you start to breed, those things are going to happen to you. It's how you deal with them and move forward that's going to separate you from the rest. And the flip side to that would be the good side of the hobby, and when projects do work out for you. It's a feeling like no other. When you hatch an animal that you've been spent 3 or 4 or 5 years trying to produce, and you finally produce it, and it exceeds your expectations, it is an incredible feeling, especially when the odds are not in your favor. These, like I mentioned before, the double het to double het. When you finally hit that double visual male or double visual female, whatever you're aiming for, that feeling is why we are drawn to the ball pythons. That feeling of mixing things and all the hard work that you put in raising them and all the planning you've done, and you finally get to that point where they start to pip out of those eggs and you realize you've done it. It's incredible. Now, because we're almost I don't know, maybe junkies is the right word. We're ball python junkies. I think most of you guys watching are as well. The second you hit that male the second you hit that project you've been trying to for, 3 or 4 years, the second it hits, it hasn't even come out of the egg, and you're already given that, okay, what's next? That is the exciting part of this. So guys, I hope that answers your question, Elevated Exotics. I hope you guys sort of understand what I mean. The bad side of the hobby when you miss odds, and that stuff happens when projects don't turn out in your favor. It happens, but when they do, it makes it all worth it. Anyway, guys, we'll see you again this weekend. Show you guys some pretty cool stuff, and looking forward to it. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. You know the drill. We'll see you this weekend.